Good morning. Today, this is going to be part 2 of a 2-part series. This is going to be the exploration of the Disneyland Hotel and the Grand Californian Hotel. Now, I do want to say I spend an exorbitant amount of time at the Grand Californian Hotel. I'm there a lot. I'm there very often. It's kind of my little spot of hermitage, if you will. It's like my place for respite when I want to break from the crowd. So I will in the future do a review of all the restaurants at the hotels, the gift shops, the facilities, the rooms themselves. But this one is just scratching the surface. It's just a very quick tour. So I invite you guys to come along on this adventure today as I explore the Wonderground Gallery, the Star Wars Trading Post in downtown Disney, the Disneyland Hotel, and the Grand Californian Hotel. So come along with me on this adventure. So one place I spend a lot of time at these days is the Wonderground Gallery. I think people just assume the Wonderground Gallery is closed right now. The old location back there is currently under refurbishment, but if you come over to this side here, there is Wonderground Gallery in the corner of what used to be the old ESPN zone. So you'll just walk up through this way here, and you can't even see it until you actually come in from the downtown Disney entrance over there, because it's kind of tucked away. Let me show you. See that? You don't see it until you're actually in front of it. Huh. So now you know. If you guys have $400 that's just burning a hole in your pocket and you're dying to spend, come to Wonderground Gallery and get this really sparkly Mickey. Look at how icy he is. Let me try to zoom in. Wow. I don't think it's Swarovski, but those are pretty sparkly shoes there, Mickey. Wow. I like that. I actually already own most of these pieces at home, but I really like to the far left and the middle. That's both Ann Shen. This one over here is Joey Chu. I love that. Here's another Joey. I own this one at home. All the kitty cats of Disney. I like dogs, horses, and cats, especially Disney dogs, horses, and cats, so I tend to gravitate towards those. Here's more Ann Shen pieces. I own all these in prints, not the canvases, but the prints. Maybe I'll get canvas one day before they sell out. There's another Ann Shen on the right. That's a Jared Maruyama on the left. I'm a big fan of all their work. That's another Ann Shen. I got that one at D23 when it was released. I have the matching pin too. So one artist I recently met, I wasn't familiar with her work before. I try not to get familiar with too many of the artists because I get out of control spending wise here. But this is Stacy Aoyama, and her work is gorgeous. Look at this Sleeping Beauty piece. Very unique. I like her style a lot. Here's one of my favorite shag pieces. Look at the colors. I love shag style. I bought the new shag shirt. So this is the shag shirt I bought the other day. It's still in stock here at Wonderground Gallery, so it might not last that long, so I would definitely check. It's soft. The colors are beautiful, very vibrant. Look at that. It's just absolutely stunning. So I have a funny story about this print. I have this one at home, and Stitch actually has a little print of this one. I made it for him and put magnets on it that he could hold. So when we met Joey, I met Joey this year for the second time. I met him last year as well. But when we met Joey, he got a picture. Stitch got a picture with Joey with this print in his hand. So this one's a very special one to me. This one I have hung up at home. I love the Jungle Book. The bare necessities of life will come to you. So one of my favorite places to come in downtown Disney is actually the Star Wars Trading Post. This is the old Rainforest Cafe. They've done a really good job, though, at incorporating it and making it Star Wars. One thing I've noticed about this particular store is, for some reason, it seems like the merchandise is a lot higher quality than it is at the retail stores on Batuu. So if you come here off planet to the Star Wars Trading Post, it just seems like in general, some of the merchandise they have specifically here is higher quality, and it's just produced up to a better standard than some of the stuff in the park. You guys, it's a little R2. Hi, R2. Oh, is that so? Wow. Tell me more about it. Oh, that's awesome. Cool story, R2. One thing that, it's just a Tiki Rick thing, I guess, but one thing that I like to do when I come in the store, I always come up and push these buttons. Some of them are like pressable, some aren't. I mean, it's the closest thing you're gonna get to riding Smuggler's Run outside the park. This button do. That was like an emergency shut off. Nothing. So look at the current stock of sabers. Starting at the left, working down to the right, we have the Dooku Legacy Hilt, Qui-Gon Jinn's Legacy Hilt, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin. That's from when he was a Jedi Knight, before he was Vader. Then there's Darth Vader, so later Anakin's again, but when he's Vader, Darth Maul, Darth Tyrannus, Darth Tyrannus. There's Darth Maul again. That one's the Maul Legacy Hilt. And then that's the Kylo Ren one. We have the Obi-Wan Kenobi Legacy set, the Cal Kestis one, Luke Skywalker still in stock. The Skywalker Legacy set is also back there. This is my favorite one of all time, the Rey Skywalker. I think Rey is my favorite character of all of Star Wars. I like the original Star Wars, but the new ones were not bad, and Rey really grew on me. There's Ahsoka Tano. Ooh, Mace Windu. That one's really cool. And then there's the reforged Skywalker. Okay, so there's this lightsaber hilt stand for $29.99. It's very solid and sturdy. If you guys open this piece here, is the rest of the pieces from the stand. I can't do it one-handed, but that actually slides out there. This is what it looks like put together. So those plastic clips that hold the hilt, they're in the base of the stand. So you just have to slide that out and you'll get access to those plastic clips. Cool. I have that Darth Sidious one. It was 30% off. I believe all these ones are the 30% off ones. Yeah, here's the sign. So the ones in this display case are 30% off. Okay, here's a little crossover, a Venn diagram, Wonderground Gallery at the Star Wars Trading Post. So if you guys come to the back wall, there's a little Star Wars specific section owned and operated by the Wonderground Gallery that they sell here. So if you go to Wonderground Gallery, you're not really going to find Star Wars stuff. I don't think you'll find any Star Wars stuff. They compartmentalize it so that it makes sense with the story and the theming. So yeah, if you're looking for Star Wars art, always check over here. Don't go to Wonderground, just come over here and all the Wonderground Star Wars stuff will be here. They have some very nice pieces over here. Their selection of prints is limited. It looks like they mostly have canvases. Yeah, most of what is out is canvases, but they do have some prints of some things. That's Jared. So there's actually a separate section with the prints. So if you come around the corner, there's a lot more. Let me show you. You just can't see it from over there. Yeah, there's quite a bit of Wonderground Gallery art here. I'm really surprised. This guy just will not leave me alone. He's just, I don't know what he even wants. What? I don't know. I don't speak Borg. If anybody speaks Borg. I also have these really cute little shoulder porgs. So if you want to spice up your life a little bit. I picked this guy up. I was shocked at the noise he made. Like, it's like the weirdest squeaker toy. I'm sure my dog would like that. That eyeball is just kind of creepy. You guys have ever wanted your own personal Dianoga to, you know, hang out in your sewage systems, your garbage, whatever? This is the place to get them. You guys can pick up a sabak set. If you're ever on Batu and you're walking around and you see cast members playing cards with guests, it's definitely sabak that they're playing. Get yourself a set of sabak, get yourself some chance cubes. You have a good time on Batu. It makes it more fun when you're there. That is cool. These are $16.99. And just a pro tip, there's a lot of sabak sets on Amazon for much cheaper. And some of the sets that are on Amazon are good quality too. So I would definitely look, not to steer business away from Disney, but you know, if they have it on Amazon for a better price, it's not the exact same sabak set, but you'll get a really unique sabak set on there. There's a couple different options I've seen on Amazon, so check it out. This collectible medallions machine in the Star Wars post out here. I own all of these and they're really cool. They're really heavy. They're better quality than you might anticipate them to be. But yeah, give them a try. If you try collecting all these medallions, it's gonna cost you a fortune. But I did get all of these because, I mean, when are you gonna get Ahsoka, Mando, Din Djarin, Grogu, and you get a Mythosaur skull? That's cool. So you can buy them for $5 each, or you can buy all 4 of these for $15. So I just went with the 4 when I bought them. I got them at home. Construction site is kind of spilling out of the construction zone. And I literally was like, wow, those are really realistic props. Wow, I can be blonde sometimes. They're not props. So if you guys are looking for the entrance to Trader Sam's and you're coming from downtown Disney, you actually need to go through this tower and out the door. And if you go that way, when you come out the door, you can get there. But the current walkway over here by the Adventure Tower is closed. Normally you would just go straight ahead, but for now you need to go to the left inside, go down the hallway, and then come back outside. You're just kind of doing a giant horseshoe around the building, and then you'll end up right over there. Okay, so let me show you. We're gonna go in these doors. I love all the different towers at the Disneyland Hotel. If you guys ever have the time, definitely come in and check them out. You can see things like the original models from the Jungle Cruise. If you're a big Disney history buff like I am, you can spend half your day in here. Actually, embarrassingly enough, I've spent an entire day at the Disneyland Hotel. There's a lot more memorabilia too, I'll show you guys later. There's also always seating in the different towers at the Disneyland Hotel. If you just need to take a break and sit down, this couch and chair is really comfortable. So you'll head down this hallway. You just hang a right after you make a left to get inside. And you're gonna go right and it'll take you down this hallway, and then you'll make another right out those doors. Used to come through that path and walk, but as you can see, they're resurfacing that. So that'll be really nice when they're all done with it. Very cool. So if you ever get married at Disneyland, this is one of your options here. It's such a beautiful and peaceful garden. And of course, they'll pull out the Cinderella's carriage and the white horses for you, and you get the coachman too. Ooh, there's all the roses for a ceremony later. How beautiful. Wow. This is one of the coolest Mickeys I've ever seen. I'm really into landscaping and plants and botany in general, so I'm always looking at the gardens. This is so well manicured. How adorable. I like how they used rocks for Mickey's eyes. Wait, it's not Mickey. Is this supposed to be Powerline? It's not Max, right? It's not Maxie? I literally love the Goofy movie, but this isn't clicking for me. My best guess would be Powerline because the Mohawk. Originally saw it from this angle over here. I didn't realize that the grass up there was hair. I just thought it was Mickey's face. But when you come to this angle, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? That's got to be Powerline, right? For Maxie? What if, hear me out, what if it's Powerline Max when he's having the dream with him and Roxanne? I don't know. There are very few things at Disney that stump me, and this one has got me stumped, so I'm excited to hear the answer.
might be a little bit smarter than I am, maybe strong too. None of them ever love you the way I do. Just you and me, boy, as the years go by.
So one thing I was a little hesitant to share with you guys, just because this is my spot and I don't want to blow it up. I mean, nobody's ever out here. But if you come up to the 5th floor of the Grand, there's actually a kind of secret balcony up here that you do not need to be a guest to access. So it's just a nice spot to relax, hang out. There's plenty of tables and chairs. Sometimes this is rearranged differently. There's ping pong tables up here right now, but sometimes there's big tables that are seated right here that you can eat at too. It just depends on the day and the events they have going on. I think they kind of use it as a storage space too, so when they're not using tables in other locations, they actually end up here. But yeah, I was just down there grabbing this drink, and it was a little chilly in the shade, surprisingly. It's about 72 today, but the wind is whipping through, so when you sit in the shade for a long time, I was indoors too with the air conditioning before that. So when you go outside and you sit in the shade after air conditioning, you can get a little cold, surprisingly. I figured I'd want to come up here. There's plenty of sunshine up on this balcony up here, on this patio up here. So yeah, this is my spot, but don't tell anybody about it. Mum's the word. It's our secret. I'm here all the time. I'm a creature of habit, so I frequent the same locations. I was just down there. If anybody would like to join me for a riveting game of ping pong, this is the spot. But just look how empty it is out here. Wow. Redwood Creek Challenge Trail is over there. That's just funny to be able to see inside DCA. You can even hear sounds from DCA at certain points. It's hard to see from here, but that right there is the top of Cars Land, actually. Those are the red rocks from Cars Land that you can see.